Once you understand these three states of being, you will begin to understand what enlightenment is. These three states are the waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state. I invite you to close your eyes and just listen to these words if you'd like to. So, the waking state is what we kind of call the earthly realm, the outside world, full of objects, full of things we can touch, taste, smell, hear. In this realm, we have homes, we have families, we have jobs, and it's something that we all share together, something that we all experience together. And with dreams, they're more of an inner experience. Every individual can have a different dream. And so, in that sense, it's not necessarily collective. It's not a collective shared experience. It's an individual world that is created through your own mind. In a way, that is also true of the earthly realm. It is created by your own mind because everybody sees the world differently. Now, the deep sleep state is a state where there is no thing in particular. There aren't any things, if that makes sense. In deep sleep, there's nothing to remember because there's nothing there. It's the absence of sensations, the absence of imagination, the absence of thinking, the absence of beliefs. And some people might say it's like this dark feeling. It feels like it's I don't know, like a black screen or something, but not necessarily because that's still something. So the deep sleep state is simply the absence of the dream state or the waking state. So why am I mentioning these three states? What do they have in relation to one another? And how do they help you understand what enlightenment is? Well, here's the thing. Throughout every one of these states, you are present. You are present in the waking state. You are present in the dream state. You are also present in the deep sleep state. Why is this significant though? It's significant because it shows you that what you're looking for, enlightenment is what you actually are. You are the ever-present awareness that shines in any given moment, whether there are things present or not. And you can clearly see this by developing your awareness. I talk about these three states, but most people focus their time and their energy in the waking state, and they're not too familiar with the dream state or the deep sleep state. If I were to give it a percentage, I would say 95% of people are hyper fixated on the waking state. Then you have another, let's just say, 4% of people who are able to recognize the dream state and see it as vividly as they see the waking state. And then there's the 1% who are not only aware of the waking and the dream state, but are also just as aware of the deep sleep state, where there is no activity whatsoever of the mind. Now, the more you begin to raise your awareness of these three states, the more you will see that what you are cannot be anything that shows up in any one of these states. Any object in the waking state, you cannot be. And that includes your own body. You cannot be your own body because it is something that comes and goes. You are the ever-present awareness that underlies this waking state. In the dream state, you are not your body in those dreams. Often, you have different bodies in the dream state. Which one of those bodies are you? You're none of them. You're the ever-present awareness that is aware of anything that occurs in the dream state. What are you in a deep sleep state. You are nothing but the awareness that is aware of the lack of activity. So in all three of these states, you have ever-present awareness. Most people are afraid of passing away because they think that they're their bodies. They think that they're their thoughts or their beliefs. They think they're their possessions. So therefore they suffer when it comes to thoughts of death, thoughts of pain. And we've all been there. That's just that's human nature, is to suffer. But you can transcend that by understanding what you actually are. And what you are cannot be explained in words. These are more of a pointer to help put you in the right direction. But what you are is present and will always be present. You are never the body that you are inhabiting right now. This is just an occurrence that is happening. It's something that comes and goes. Same goes for dreams. People would think you're crazy if you thought that you were any one particular character in any of the dreams that you had. That is kind of bizarre, because how could you be? The characters change all the time. I'm very aware of what happens in my dreams, but I'm just as aware in my dreams as I am here in the waking state. And because I've developed that awareness, I know that I've had several bodies in my dreams. Sometimes I've had no bodies, but what's always been there is kind of that knowing that there's an experience happening here. And then when I took it a step further and started paying attention to the deep sleep state, I always tried to figure out what that actually is. Because for the longest time, I couldn't remember anything that happened in a deep sleep state. There was nothing that could stand out to me, besides the fact that I don't remember anything ever happening in the deep sleep state. And so that was actually the answer right there. There was no activity. No activity occurs in a deep sleep state. But there has to be something there that is aware of that. And once again, it's that ever-present awareness. What you are is present throughout everything. You are not your body. Your body is a tool. It is a tool to help you navigate the earthly realm. What you are is what you will always be, and that's ever-present awareness. Now, what I don't want you to do, though, is go around thinking, oh, I'm awareness, I'm awareness, I'm awareness. No, don't give it any names. This is just to help you understand what you are. Experience it. Before you go to bed, remember what it feels like in the waking state. There seems to be this unified consciousness in the waking state. I want you to fall asleep, and then when you begin to dream, I want you to be hyper fixated on your inner world, your imagination, your beliefs, your thoughts. I want you to experience that fully as if you were in the waking state. And then when these two things are gone, I want you to notice what it feels like when there's no world, there's no dreams, there's no imagination, there's no objects, there's no activity whatsoever. And then when you wake back up the next day, I want you to see how you were there through all of those states. You experienced every one of those states. You were always there. What you are is independent of whatever occurs. You are the ever-present awareness. And this is what enlightenment is. It's not complicated. It's just a natural state. You're much bigger than your thoughts and your beliefs. Begin to recognize this and begin to awaken. Let's go ahead and bring it back now. Really take some time to understand what was said in this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. What resonated with you the most out of this video? Let me know below. Like always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.